It's Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz. George Zimmerman and Michelle Banache are back in the office today working hard, so couldn't be with you today, but I am happy to be here and even happier that you've joined me. And we get to introduce you next to a friend of mine in Detroit who does a fantastic job promoting all that is the Detroit metro area, Deanna Mychek. Deanna Mychek is the media relations manager at the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm really having problems getting that out today. Deanna, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Of course, people might think they know Detroit, but they haven't. If they haven't been to Detroit lately, they might be surprised to find that there's so much offered here for a visitor. I live on the west side of the state, and I'm always talking to my friends about Detroit and why I love Detroit so much. I think the main reason you guys have put in one statement is that even though Detroit is a big city with big problems, Detroit really is becoming America's great comeback city. And I like the way you put that because it's the truth.
Exactly. We're definitely a complete package, and right now is a great time to come and visit. We have a lot of new restaurants that are opening, many new retail shops. We have a walkable downtown with the riverfront that's being completely redeveloped. We have new hotels that are opening up in the next couple of months, so there's just a lot of great energy.
Well, there's no reason to kind of center in on some of the negatives that have been experienced over the last several decades, really, because there's so many great people who are making great strides to make Detroit an even better place. And you can see it in downtown Detroit. You can see that redevelopment just, slowly but surely happening. It's an exciting time to visit Detroit or to do business in Detroit. So glad to be able to talk about it a little bit today. And before we kind of get into the events themselves, can you tell us about some of the development news in Detroit?
Well, just recently, Quicken Loans did a great job in announcing the Opportunity to Detroit, which is this great program that's going to be happening just starting this summer, where they're going to be activating the streets, and they're just transforming downtown into a great urban neighborhood with all these unique attributes, and so more people are going to want to live, work, shop, and play downtown.
Yeah, well, speaking of living in Detroit and also as a visitor, one of my favorite things to do when I'm in Detroit, especially on the weekend, is to head over to Eastern Market, and I know there have been some new developments there as well.
Yes. They've done some work on some of the different sheds, and Eastern Market is a really popular place on Saturday mornings. They have more than 40,000 people that come downtown, and they check out all the produce and fruits and veggies and meat and all the different other wares that are possible or that are sold there. And now in the summertime, from July 9th through October 29th, they're also doing a Tuesday market. So for those who can't make it out on Saturdays, they can go on Tuesdays. That's
really great. If you really want to see what a city market is supposed to be like, check out Eastern Market. Very, very cool place. Kind of in its grittiness makes it even cooler because you feel like you're, back in the day, back when everything was bought at the local level. That's starting to come back now, and a lot of communities are bringing their farmers markets and their markets back to communities just like Detroit. So good to see.
Yeah, and something else that's really nice is we have a bike shop on the riverfront. You can actually rent a bike there, and then there is the DeQuinder Cut, which connects you all the way to Eastern Market. So you can get a little adventurous in the morning and go check out everything that's going on at the market.
I've never taken that entire DeQuinder Cut from the riverfront, but riding and walking the riverfront in Detroit is really something very spectacular. You get the bikes at Rivard Place?
Yep, at Rivard Plaza there at Wheelhouse Detroit.
Yeah, and they're rented most days then.
Mm-hmm. And they also do tours. They have scheduled tours on their website all throughout the summer.
So if you're thinking about coming to the Detroit area and just going to get a different viewpoint, maybe walk around or a bike, there's an opportunity just off of Jefferson. You can check that out. Actually, a beautiful view of Detroit as you walk on the riverfront walkway there from basically the Renaissance Center, go toward the island. As you turn around and look at downtown Detroit, it's a spectacular view.
Yes, it definitely is. And another option is to take a Segway Tour. We have a company called Segways to You, and that's like a lot of people have done walking tours or biking tours, but Segways is a unique way to get around downtown.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. In fact, there are several tour opportunities now when you come to Detroit, whether you want to take a small, kind of an intimate walking tour, whether you want to take occasional, they do these fun bus tours on certain themes, like there's a microbrew tour, for instance, that is offered. And now, of course, these funny little vehicles you get to ride around in, too.
Yeah, we have a lot of great partners that we work with, including Show Me Detroit and Feet on the Street and D-Hive and Motor City Brew Tours that visitors can take advantage of.
That's pretty cool. Well, let's talk about some of the events. Of course, the fireworks coming up this coming Monday.
Yes, the fireworks are huge, and it's, I would say, one of the most popular events of the summer. And they take place on Monday, June 24th, and it's 10,000 pyrotechnic effects, and it's just, the booms are huge, and it's just a really great family fun event.
Well, it's also a neat event that it happens kind of in conjunction with the city of Windsor. So here are these two international cities across the river from each other that work together on so many things, and that's just a cool thing to see two countries coming together like that. Yeah,
and this year they celebrate their 55th year.
Wow, very cool. What are the things you have coming up this summer?
Yeah, well, we've had a really great June coming off of the Detroit Belle Isle Grand Prix and River Days and the fireworks. And looking ahead in this July, it's the anniversary of Henry Ford's 150th birthday. And there have been all these different events and like speaker series and other special events throughout the year. But this July 27th, they are doing an event called Coming Together, a celebration of Henry Ford. And that's going to take place at the Henry Ford Estate, which has not been open to the public in years. So it's a great opportunity for people to come out and check out something that they normally don't get to see.
Well, and he's so affected everybody's lives today that it would be good to not only honor him, but to learn more about him. Only about a minute left. Can you tell us about Palooza?
Palooza is the promotion of all the auto-focused events throughout southeastern Michigan. And this summer, we've got the Concours d'Elegance of America on Sunday, July 28th. And we also have the Woodward Dream Cruise, which is, our largest car event of the year. And that's on Saturday, August 17th. There's some other cruises and events throughout that time, because Detroit really is, the Motor City. So Palooza just makes sense to come on down and check out all the car events. Sure does.
And, of course, it is the perfect place to enjoy one of these great events, including the Pure Michigan 400 coming up in August as well. So thank you, Deanna. Deanna Mychek from the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau. And check it out. Go to visitdetroit.com for more information. Of course, you can go to michigan.org for information of things happening all throughout the state, whether you want to visit Detroit, maybe for a Tigers game, and maybe you're going to look for some other things to do in the Detroit area. Michigan.org does have tremendous information on places to go, places to visit, things to do, and, of course, all those events on Michigan.org as well. But one thing that you'll want to do right now is register for a chance to win a 4-night visit up in the Traverse area at Sugar Beach Resort and Grand Beach Resort, these sister properties right on the bay in Traverse City. Fantastic, fun event. Includes some fun things you can do in the water as well, jet ski rentals and paddle boards and all that. This is all part of the My Coke Rewards promotion that we're doing right now at Michigan.org. So check that out. And while you're there, make sure also to register to win the Pure Michigan 400 Pace Car that is available for you to try to win. No purchase necessary on either of these contests. So check that out today. You're going to have a good time. And we'd love to try to give back for all the folks who come into the state and explore things around the state as well. So here's an opportunity to take advantage of that. While you do it, check out Michigan.org for all those other pieces of information, things to do all around the state. You're going to be surprised to learn all the cool places that there are. You might even want to click on one of our featured properties. We call them hot spots. Click on some of them to learn more about them as well. There are partners promoting their destinations and promoting the state all throughout the country. So check it out today. You're going to enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying things, we're going to find out what they're doing with sand sculpting in Port Huron next at the Fort Gratiot Light, right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.